Hello campers, welcome back to the Casual Car Camper. I'm your host Brian. Today I have a special unboxing and product demo from gosun Solar. I backed their Kickstarter for their new filter unit. It's a solar powered water filter and pump. Now I normally at home use a RO filter, which gets on my TDS meter, gets me down to 0. So what we're going to try today is we're going to set it up. I have some water. We're going to filter some water from my home, so as a base, and we're going to see how well it works. I sprung for their slightly larger package. So what we first thing we have in the box, I haven't even opened this stuff up yet, is a gosun power bank. Now this is their gosun 2. Is this the 240? Doesn't say. It just says Power Bank Plus. 12 volts, 12 amp hours, 144 watt capacity. So this is not their largest unit. It came mostly charged or fully charged. Let's just pack this open. It's mostly charged, so we can use it today to test out stuff. It comes with a AC adapter to charge it with at home, and a user's manual. So I'm going to read this real quick and be right back. It looks like it's got a flashlight on this end. Yep. Can't really tell in the sunlight, but it does have a flashlight. Press and hold to turn it on and off. There we go. And now it has a single All right, so it has a single DC out port and 3 USB ports and an AC in. So it's got a smart out, a 1 amp out, and a 2.1 amp out. So the smart out will basically give your device whatever it wants, and it has a nice little carrying pouch with a belt loop. So that is the first item. We're going to put that off to the side. Second item is just a heater. This is a submersible heater. It's fairly simple. You plug this into a DC outlet, you put this into the water, and it heats up the water. Looks like it's got a little hook so that you can just put it on the outside of something and submerge it a little bit. We're doing all the small stuff first. Here's a thermometer with a magnetic stand. That also, it's a smart thermometer. You can hook it up to your, via Bluetooth, I'm assuming, to your phone and control it via app. So that's kind of cool. But that's not what we were waiting for. Here is our filter. All right, so very well packed. So the filter comes with a user manual, solar powered pump, tells you how to set it up. We'll have to read that in a second. And I also ordered extra filters for it. So these are all the extra filters. And also, I got their deluxe unit that also comes with a collapsible water bucket. The idea is you can set this up to do dishes or wash your hands with. Oh, that's kind of cool. It comes with also has a little water pouch. And this whole unit, although everything comes out of the main system, even has its own small battery pack. Again, it's in about 75% charge. So between these two units, I can probably run it all weekend on one charge. But the pouch has also got a solar panel on it, so it will charge our devices externally. All right, be right back. Gotta look at the instructions. Yeah. Okay, so this is our input. Okay, so if you do end up getting this, I would recommend changing the way you run these cable ties. The best way to do it is you wrap the cable tie around just one section, like that, and that way it's always at hand to be found. Okay, so in theory there should be a filter in here. Yep, so it's got a cotton filter. First stage is a filter disc. Second stage is a carbon filter, which is in here. And third stage is their aluminum fiber filter. And it came with, in the basic pack, 3 extra of the first stage filters. Okay, back to the instructions. Okay. Okay. Okay, just packing back in. So this has 4 different modes, 5 modes, 6 modes. And then it has a lot of different capabilities depending on what accessory you have. Because I have this and I have all this, there's a mode where you just fill this with water and then use this like a life straw and just suck through. There's a mode where you just put this in the water either by dropping the hose into dropping this hose is hooked up directly into the water and to a water source like this. One second. Sorry, I had a little water left in there from earlier. Okay, so the second one is where we're going to do this. Give me 1 second. Okay, so this is your intake. Modification, instead of having it dump into the bucket, I'm having it dump into my water container. So I'm going to do is also hook up my solar panel. Getting some level of solar charge. Then we're just going to turn this on. That should be on. Looks like we may not charge. At least not on this battery. Let's see if the full-size battery has enough charge to run the unit. Don't know what. There we go. So I can hear it starting. It's actually rather quiet. It's priming. I don't know if you can see it on the hose, but it's priming. It's got a little bit of air in it. And let's go get the camera on here. As you can see, it's actually doing a fairly solid stream. The idea is you should be able to actually shower or wash dishes with this. And we have a friend in the water. Then you can just turn it off with the button. Let's see how. Well, it filters. Meters reading at 0. This is now reading at 72 parts per million. That seems awfully high. Okay, so my source water is 54, so I don't know how well you can see it. So that tells me that I'm going to have to run this like most filters for a few minutes just to clean out the pump, the system. Okay, so this is almost completely filtered, or full. And I still have a little bit water left in there. What's our... Okay, so this is reading 61 parts per million, so it looks like it started putting better water in. So what we're going to do is, because I don't like wasting water, all right, let's see how this looks in a minute. Okay, that should be enough to check. I'm getting 59 parts per million versus my sources at 60. So it's not removing any metals. It says it's supposed to remove metals and bacterial contaminants. Let me see here. Okay, campers. Are we still? Yeah. Okay. Okay, campers, so that's going to be it for today. I'm going to have to do some research on this, find out exactly what it's supposed to remove, find a better way to test it, because right now the water initially was actually worse coming out as far as the TDS was concerned. So I kind of want to do some work and test a few things on it. and I will do either a full follow-up video or add something at the end. But if you have any questions, comments, or concerns about the gosun solar filter or anything else related to camping or anything I've done a video on, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below or contact me on Facebook, The Casual Car Camper on Facebook. And remember, as always, as long as you're having fun, you're doing camping right. Welcome back, campers. So I was doing a little off-screen testing and wanting to run it through a little bit more. What I found is that the pump needs to be on the same level as your source and your outlet, or the outlet needs to be lower, because the pump's strong but not that strong. It won't pump 3 feet up and over. It was actually unable to pull after this got down to a certain level. Also, what I noticed is if you plug in the solar pack that comes with it to the solar panel and then give the solar panel light, it'll shut off. So this does not have pass-through charging. So that's one thing to be aware of, that you can either run the pump or charge the battery. So what you'll probably want to do is, I would actually have the battery outside of the unit so that I can disconnect the solar panel when I need to run it, or just only run it at night or something. I'm not quite sure what the logistics of using this unit are. But at the moment, I am not sure how much I'm going to use this, because I love the idea, but what's the point of bringing a filter if I have to filter my water beforehand, or bring a higher grade filter water and just use this as a pump for the heater, which maybe end up what I end up having to do. Okay, campers.